I've had to put my very serious glasses on for this because I've come across something that I say you won't believe. That's a cliche, but I'm not sure I believe it. And I've seen an awful lot of extraordinary stuff recently, and all the science things I've looked at with regard to UAVs and drones and UFOs and ETs. There's a lot of stuff in that is pretty incredible, but nothing touches this. Well, do you want to know why Earth's magnetic fields and the solar activity of late and the combination of those two coming together may not only be potentially affecting flight, travel, the health of people close to some of those flying drones, UAVs, UFOs, but may also be caused by our visitors? UFO studies indicate that the unexplained residual UFO phenomena may be due to extraterrestrial visitors, and the large number of different types of visitors focus on large number of different types of visitors and their particular ability to cross stretches of galactic and intergalactic space in relatively short time frames, like teleportation. If the speed of light is a true limit of velocity in space-time, then the visitors must use a form of transportation which transcends space and time in order to keep the trip time short. So when you see that UFOs are often observed really instantaneously in a subset of these cases, the UFO disappears, right angle, bang, and it's off, and then reappears in a nearby location. How does it do that? So the energy and the matter of the craft, which leaves the space-time in what we call a black hole, then brings it back in what we call a white hole, and it's energy, it's matter. So how does it do that? Well, this is fascinating. I mean, obviously, I don't know this for definite. This is science. You wait till you hear where I got this from. So this is about UFO travel and what is currently happening here on Earth. So we've heard about those high-speed right-angle turns that we may have seen, and the absence of any sonic booms, no big booms as the hypersonic speeds come in, the 4, 5, 6 Mach speeds. We've got artificial gravitation being seen, and we've got the properties of space-time that we're not familiar with, and the fact that the UFO propulsion systems must be using some sort of electromagnetic process because of the evidence we see on the environment and on us: burns, dehydration, radiation effects, engines, car engines, TV, radio disruptions, lights flashing. Even there have been cases of things melting and alteration of road surfaces, power disruption, static electricity. All those things must come from electromagnetics. So the theory, the field resonance propulsion concept, was developed using research into the causes of something else happening at the moment: solar flares and solar volatility. So everything like black holes, UFOs, whatever, we've always known is sort of somehow related to gravity and solar activity and electromagnetics, but we don't know how, and we don't know which causes the other, chicken or egg. If there is a subset of space-time reality, we know a relationship must exist between the electromagnetic fields and the solar activity and gravity, which suggests that the sort of unknown relationship between those is maybe the thing that is used by the advanced technology civilizations for propulsion. And what does that mean, given that if there's a large density and amount of them traveling, that there might be interruptions or changes to the planet's solar and electromagnetics caused by that? Because of the resonance with the distant sort of space-time point, a basic imbalance would be created. So this is a good analogy I like. In everyday life, think of tuning a radio, an old radio with a tuning knob, okay? And in this case, the tuning knob is the spacecraft's mechanism for changing the configuration of the magnetic waveform needed for it to fly around. The radio stations are the various different space-time points, and for a radio, the signal is manifested through the speakers associated with the radio for the field resonance system. But when we look at the UFO propulsion system, the speakers are only at the radio station, not where the radio is, at the radio station, i.e. on Earth or the planet you're visiting, where the magnetic forms on the destination point are adapted or manifested by the tuning of them to be appropriate for the propulsion. Do you get what I'm saying? It is on that basis possible that all the volatility of Earth's electromagnetic fields and solar volatility and the relationship with gravity is caused by the visitors. And when there's a big build-up of them, the build-up is either caused by the fact of a lot of them traveling in and out and changing the electromagnetics and gravity to account for that, or the fact that in order to allow them to continue the propulsion, they're pre-arranging the tuning ready to arrive. Gosh. Are you as mind blown as me? Well, let me just tell you one small factor then about where all of that came from. Because it's not recent. It's in a paper that dates back to the 70s. And Tesla and Einstein probably tried to tell you it. But unfortunately, strange how we weren't told that, isn't it?